2024-25 NBA Power Rankings May 19th, as of May 19th, which are the top teams in the NBA. In this week's postseason Power Rankings, which are located below, we take a look at each team and how they stack up, watch the NBA, other live sports and more on Fubo. What is Fubo? Fubo is a streaming service that gives you access to your favorite live sports and shows on demand. Use our link to sign up. NBA Power Rankings, as of May 19th. Rankings are based on a computer-derived model. 1. Thunder, 68-14, championship odds, -175, projected record, 83-18, strength of schedule rank, 16th, latest result, 125-93 win over Nuggets. Up next, versus Timberwolves, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on May 21st. ESPN 2, Cavaliers, 64-18. Championship odds, 1,000, projected record, 69-22, strength of schedule rank, 29th, latest result, 114-105 loss to Pacers. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 3, Celtics, 61-21, championship odds, 25,000, projected record, 67-26, strength of schedule rank, 30th. Latest result, 119-81 loss to Knicks. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 4, Timberwolves, 49-33, championship odds, 600, projected record, 57-42, strength of schedule rank, 11th, latest result, 121-110 win over Warriors. Up next, versus Thunder, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on May 21st. ESPN 2, catch NBA action all season long on Fubo. 5. Clippers, 50-32, championship odds, 3,000, projected record, 53-36, strength of schedule rank, 10th, latest result, 120-101 loss to Nuggets. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 6, Rockets, 52-30, championship odds, 5,000, projected record, 55-34, strength of schedule rank, 5th, latest result, 103-89 loss to Warriors. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 7, Nuggets, 50-32, championship odds, 900, projected record, 57-39, strength of schedule rank, 1st, latest result, 125-93 loss to Thunder. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 8, Warriors, 48-34, championship odds, 100,000, projected record, 54-41, strength of schedule rank, 2nd, latest result, 121-110 loss to Timberwolves. Up next, versus 12 a.m. 9, Knicks, 51-31, championship odds, 450, projected record, 63-38, strength of schedule rank, 14th, latest result, 119-81 win over Celtics. Up next, versus Pacers, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on May 22nd. TNT, Max, 10. Pacers, 50-32, championship odds, 800, projected record, 61-38, strength of schedule rank, 21st, latest result, 114-105 win over Cavaliers. Up next, versus Knicks, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on May 22nd. TNT, Max, 11. Grizzlies, 48-34, championship odds, 150,000, projected record, 49-39, strength of schedule rank, 6th, latest result, 117-115 loss to Thunder. Up next, versus 12 a.m. Eastern Time on 12. Pistons, 44 to 38, championship odds, 25,000, projected record, 46 to 42, strength of schedule rank, 19th, latest result, 116 to 113 loss to Knicks. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, catch NBA action all season long on Fubo, 13. Bucks, 48 to 34, championship odds, 100,000, projected record, 50 to 38, strength of schedule rank, 20th, latest result, 119 to 118 loss to Pacers. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, 14. Lakers, 50 to 32, championship odds, 6,000, projected record, 51 to 36, strength of schedule rank, 7th, latest result, 103 to 96 loss to Timberwolves. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, 15. Kings, 40 to 42, championship odds, 100,000, projected record, 40 to 43, strength of schedule rank, 18th, latest result, 120 to 106 loss to Mavericks. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, 16. Magic, 41 to 41, championship odds, 200,000, projected record, 43 to 45, strength of schedule rank, 25th. Latest result, 120 to 89 loss to Celtics. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, catch NBA action all season long on Fubo, 17. Heat, 37 to 45, championship odds, 200,000, projected record, 39 to 49, strength of schedule rank, 23rd, latest result, 138 to 83 loss to Cavaliers. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, 18. Trail Blazers, 36 to 46, championship odds, 200,000, projected record, 36 to 46, strength of schedule rank, 15th, latest result, 109 to 81 win over Lakers. Up next, versus, 12 a.m. Eastern Time on, 19. Hawks, 40 to 42, championship odds, 100,000, projected record, 40 to 44.